So, hello everyone. I'm Griffin, and I'm finally getting around to making this stupid video. I've posted several times, quite a while ago, that I was accepting questions for a Q&A video that I'm just now getting to. I have procrastination issues, which I'm working on, but I've also procrastinated about learning to use video editing software, so I'm just gonna do this all in one take. If anyone has a suggestion for like a really good um, video editing software, just message me and give me some ideas of what I can use in the future, because I expect to make more videos. Well, to get the first few out of the way, one, no, I'm not going to tidal wave. I had no idea what that was. I had to look it up, and I think I have actually already missed the dates that they were hosting it, but I didn't even know what it was. I didn't go, or I'm not going, whichever one it is. Anyways, um, a lot of people asked for Snapchat and my Grommr username, and I'll post the usernames in the end of this video, but I'm not going to address every question. So, getting to the actual questions, um, who is your best friend? Well, in my day-to-day life, my best friends are my roommates. Online, my best friends are my my little clique I was in with high school. I'm still friends with them, and I talk to them regularly. Uh, and then like whatever. Friends, 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 friends. Oh, so many friends. So, what are your long-term life goals? Gotta get fucking philosophical? Seriously? Like deep thinking and stuff. Well, long-term life goals would be definitely wanting to make a difference and impact history for the greater good of all of humanity. I'm really interested in, well, let's knock out two birds with one stone. Another question is, what really nerds you out? I'm guessing that means like, what do you get really nerdy about? Um, I really enjoy science, especially plants, electricity, and space, because space is the jam. But okay, so I think it'd be a really nice long-term life goal to devote myself to science and progress, being able to make renewable energy sources either from like biodegradable plant matter or solar panels and sun energy and that kind of stuff, being able to um, give my contributions to the progression of these areas would be like a really satisfying life goal. I'd like to be able to build houses for the homeless people that's self-sufficient. I'd like to be able to help figure out genetic engineering to create crops that are more likely to be used for fuel and plants that help drastically decrease greenhouse effect and that kind of stuff. Science nerdiness. So, uh, darn, I guess I skipped one. This kind of goes along with that. Who is your best friend? The same person asked a question. Is there anyone that dislikes you? Just gonna check that off. Yes. But I have no reason to discuss that, and they will not be brought up. So, moving on. What are your life? Turn cold. What is your favorite TV show and why? Oh my god. Had to bring that up. Steven Universe. And if anyone has ever watched Steven Universe, I do not have to give you an explanation as to why. People who are not familiar with it, I highly suggest you go and watch it. It is so good. I started watching it since they released um the the pre-released pilot. Not the original pilot, but the one that it's like a different art style, and they leaked it like as a sneak peek before the show even was aired, but I found it right as they were about to air it. And I anticipated every single episode since the beginning. It is so good. Uh, it's really deep, a lot of emotional development between the characters, a lot of serious stuff goes down. And it's one of those shows that as the timeline progresses, it gets deeper, and they don't gloss over things that have already happened. They continue the continuity, and they keep it really consistent. Is really good. So, let's see if there's another question. If I was a gainer, how big would I want to be? Well, I have identified as a gainer, and I started not actively gaining, but passively letting myself gain, not actively trying to stop it. And I have recently reached like 300 pounds. But as I do gain, I have noticed that working on my feet all day and trying to just go about like I normally would, I'm constantly tired. My back hurts at work, and I'm thinking about trying to uh, get back into shape. Not completely. I'm I have a weakness for my own stomach. I like it. It's big, it's soft, it's squishy, it's round, and I have a huge weakness for other guys like that. But I I acknowledge that maybe I don't really need to gain right now. I don't have any kind of arbitrary goal numbers like 300 or 350 pounds, because really those are just numbers. Once you get to a certain looking size, that's when you know you've hit it. But I have noticed that I have gotten bigger. But like I said, I also noticed all the negative stuff. So I think I'm going to try to actively lose some weight right now, and maybe if I get a job where I'm not constantly on my feet, or if I actually go to a stupid doctor's appointment, like I really need to do that. I like so really need to do that. But maybe whenever I get to a different point, I'll start gaining again. And I don't know how far I'll go, but I'll just enjoy it. Uh, let's see. Got that one. Okay, here's a biggie. The question is, what is the best and worst thing that happened to you last year? Okay, so right off the bat, the worst thing that happened to me last year was trying to move on with my life after being in a serious relationship for many years. I had never tried to do anything like break up with someone, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done and the worst thing that has ever happened to me last year. Probably worst thing that's ever happened to me in maybe a few couple dozen years. I'm 22, by the way. So, few couple dozen. That's just, yeah. Well, I had to move on and it was tough. But it was for the best. And the best thing that happened to me last year was while living in Florida in a new place, in a new city with a new job and new responsibilities, I met my roommates who I moved in with. And they're by far the best thing that has happened to me in a year. But that is all for now. I'm out of questions and I gotta go. So that's about it. Yep.